Hey guys, crew of Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
Aaron! Arrow's back.
Oh, that's what that was about. Okay.
Yep.
I forgot what that was from.
For better or for worse. Hopefully for better. For me. I haven't loved the last season.
What if they change the theme?
Well, then
What if it's not dun,
they're
dun,
not gonna
dun,
do
dun,
that.
Dun, dun, dun,
That's the
dun,
fucking
dun,
best part about Arrow.
What?
They're not gonna do that.
It's good. This season's gonna be great.
Yes. I
Last season was
believe. I believe.
That thing called love?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not going to, I don't know what the reception like was this episode because it just aired.
It just aired, yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of people, a lot of hate, a lot of negativity, and I'm not about that. Even though there are things that I hate and I'm negative about this show, I'm coming into it with a fresh, new attitude, which is wary but excited.
Wary.
Mm.
I'm fine.
He's happy.
He's mayor, and it's gonna be good.
Last time on Arrow.
And we're going back to like season 1 all over with no people helping him really.
I hope so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Diggle's gone. Felicity's all he's got.
Thea took off.
Yeah. Before like season 1 it was really just him, and then he had a little bit of help here and there.
Well,
once
he
in a
had
while,
Diggle.
but- Yeah, but what Diggle really do?
Like the first couple episodes, he was running away from him, but eventually he had Diggle. He was a driver.
Well, he was running away from him, and then he told him, and then Diggle was anti-Arrow, and then he was for Arrow, and then he was anti-Arrow again, and then he was okay.
Yeah.
And then he was after his brother's killer.
Yes.
Which wasn't really his brother's killer, because his brother was still alive.
Now, we saw a Comic-Con trailer about this, right?
I don't remember.
I do.
Some things start to blend together.
Yeah. I remember it. We'll see what's going to be like when it comes to that season 1, just Oliver. What else, though? We had a flashback that kind of tied itself up that I didn't love at all.
Found a rock, read a rock,
Fucked
lost
a rock,
gave a rock, found big rock.
School of Rock. I think that's pretty much gone. Damien Dark, gone.
Russians!
Gone. We're probably waiting for Russia, right? I think Russia's going to be the flashback stuff.
Eric loves Russia.
I like Russia. Russia's very good. Very nice in Russia. I don't have a good accent for her, though. Felicity and Oliver are broken up, so hopefully we don't have to deal with that for a while. I love Felicity without Oliver. Or I should say, no, I do like them together. I just don't like them sad and mopey and melodramatic.
I like Felicity with Aaron.
I'd watch that.
What?
In support. I'm happy for you. Diggle went off to the army or something like that?
Yeah, I don't think he went to the army, did he?
He put his army suit on.
Oh, shit. He went somewhere. He was giving up on Arrow for now, right? And so was Speedy.
Yeah, she took off.
Again.
Malcolm is no longer Ra's al Ghul. Nisa disbanded the league.
Where'd he go? Did he just run away?
I don't know.
He just kind of disappeared, didn't he? The last episode?
He helped all those people out after he was like a really big jackass, and then they were like, all right. And then he left.
And he just disappeared, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there was a nuclear bomb that killed 10,000 people.
That probably won't come back.
I'd assume it would.
Nah.
Like, are they going to have... Like, what about, like, radiation and shit like that?
No, it's not. It's fine.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, all right. I think that's everything caught up for Arrow. I'm excited, wary, but excited. Aaron, you are...
I'm ready.
He's ready.
And hopefully they were ready with Q&As that we'll have at the end of this episode.
Yes, and there is no current poll, but we will have a poll at the end of this episode, so make sure you are going to our Patreon and learn how you can enter into our polls. We do it for every episode of every show, pretty much ever.
Yes.
Hit the button. Oh, that is anarchy. Well, at least he is not taking all, like, fucking 3 of them on at once. It's just
with
all
this
over.
Fucking stupid-ass quarterstaff thing, whatever.
Whoa, shit!
Damn!
That looked good. That looked good.
I bet it was an accident. They just kept it.
I heard the first 2 episodes are directed by James Bamford.
Wait, what's he like?
He has
He's
sickles.
the commas.
He has sickles.
The commas.
Oh, did you see that trick?
Oh shit, he's hacking it.
Thank you for shooting arrows and trick arrows.
With a flip. Damn. Oh shit.
He's hanging on it
I know.
like a big needle.
Who's this guy? Casey Jones?
New vigilante, maybe.
Keep that elevated. Keep what elevated?
Oh shit.
Oh, Brutal Ollie's kind of back.
Damn.
Aaron.
What? That's very.
I don't think they're in the same weight class.
What's that?
Really angry dude. Oh! He killed that big man.
Evelyn Sharp, Mr. Ski Goggles. Still workshopping that code name.
Mr. Ski Goggles.
I'm not putting together a new team.
Okay, well, I
Evelyn Sharp was the fake Black Canary, right?
I think so.
Is that Tyrese?
I doubt that you'll be providing the poor.
From Walking Dead? Oh, shit. Fuck somebody up with those.
Oh, damn.
The ferryman of Hades left gold coins on the eyes of one of his victims last night.
To go over the river Styx.
Failed
Yep.
every course that I took in college. It's highly unlikely that he would just come out to play. But it's like my younger brother always said, don't fish without bait.
What's bait?
Shit, what's he gonna use? He's gonna hold something hostage.
Thank you all for coming.
Oh.
Is he gonna attack this?
Is he gonna attack the mayor?
Our city, I think it's fair to ask why we. But I, for one, think
Good
there is
job,
no better
Lance.
end than a reminder of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, protecting our home,
Oh, it's beautiful.
and a reminder that as long as we keep their spirit in our hearts, there will always be better days ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, Laurel Lance, the Black Canary.
Is she gonna be in a Black Canary outfit? Black Canary.
Yep. Not the best statue.
Yeah, Lance. Yeah, Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna come hold it hostage.
Fucking
Dude, if they hold the mayor hostage.
Oliver
Shit.
What? There's jacking people! Oliver's fighting them off, but he can't show up too much.
Speedy gonna help? She's got
She has
to,
to.
right? Is she
Well, maybe this is a job for Speedy. Can you suit up and hit the streets for intel?
Can you maybe try to hack into the police department and see if
Come
there's
on!
a chat we can go on?
How is it that you know so much about Mr. Arrow? I have it on pretty good authority that he's tied up right now. Are you his buddy? But that's because I think you're stupid. Queen to a quiet place and teach him some manners.
That'll work out well for you.
Oh!
You missed!
You almost shot my friend in the head.
Is this the guy from season 3, whatever, or 2, whenever they went to Russia? To save Diggle's wife? Is that guy?
I can't remember, dude.
It's been a while, but he looks familiar for some reason.
Oliver Queen. My brother.
He was on the boat too, right? Then maybe.
Oh!
I just dislocated thumbs. You saw of getting tied to chairs to become habit. This is going to hurt a little. Yeah, we can do the practice you can do yourself anytime.
That hurts, man. You were dislocated thumb.
You need to go do something.
Well, that was gonna be my line to you.
For the first time in a long time, I'm really starting to feel like myself again.
Who cares? Your brother's in trouble.
A normal version of me.
With a in trouble brother.
I don't want to give it up.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I do.
Come on,
I
Lance.
lost my job, I lost my daughter. I can't do that. I can't hit pause on what I gotta get on with my life, you know? Even if that life isn't what I want it to be.
Oh, he's gonna dislocate his thumbs.
I'm gonna kill you.
Kill.
Delusional. You're zip cuffed to that chair.
No, I'm not.
Chair fight!
Oh, shit, I love that.
I'm sorry. Nobody can know my secret.
That guy's dead. He's killing fuckers again. This is season 1, Aaron.
Speedy.
I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
Damn, good, good.
They probably heard all that. I love Bamford's one-shots.
We'll come back later.
A good choreographer choreographs the camera as well. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I thought you weren't doing that anymore.
Maybe if I showed a little less restraint, Laurel might still be alive.
Okay, you cannot keep hiding behind that. And you
I don't know.
it's not
I
what
like
you
it, but I
wanted.
don't.
Thea, you told me that the dead don't want anything. Now, I could have killed Damien Dark before that night at Iron Heights. I had multiple chances to do so, and I didn't. How can you ask me to put more people in the crosshairs?
I am not the one who is asking. Or do you not remember the promise that you made to Laurel before she died? Laurel was thinking about the future. You need to think about yours.
I don't know what it is.
There's no more team, Quentin. I can't trust anyone on the department. Then don't. Just trust these guys.
Oh shit, he's for it.
Good cops.
Lieutenant Conahan. I trained him back in the day. The guy's so clean he doesn't even double park. And he's vouched for each of these officers. To do what? To help you.
Oh.
Whatever way we can. We? Look, I don't know any Russian proverbs, all right? But both of us are gonna move on. Yeah. Boy, I thought that was gonna be a bigger fight. That's what Laurel would have wanted.
And she's right back there.
After tonight, please don't let me be the last canary. That way, a part of me will always be out there with you.
Don't be alone.
I promise.
There's a white canary. There is.
Best.
Oh, trick arrow.
I love that shot of that. That's cool.
Good cops. I'm loving this.
After I kill you, I want to let the hostages go, I promise.
You have no ranged weapons. Nah, he's gonna kill
He's gonna fight hand to hand. You
Damn it.
idiot!
him. Nice.
Now the whole place is blowing up.
See the check?
Yeah, I like the little foot check there.
Oh, shit!
The whole power plant is gonna go up. There's nothing I can do to stop it.
I'm happy. She can't just hack problems away. Oh! Thank you so much.
That's a nice shot. Whoa!
What? What was that? It's
What?
a helicopter.
Helicopter?
Whoa! Oh,
Shit.
sweet!
You're gonna fire on a helicopter? Someone's falling out. It's him. What? Oh my god!
All these arrows! I know in a show called Arrow, we shouldn't be so excited, but we are.
These 4 officers have shown me and
I
the
like these
entire
guys.
city that there are still good men and women in the SCPD. Today, I'm announcing the formation of the Anti-Crime Unit. These 4 officers will report directly to me, and by working together, we will begin the process of saving our city.
You remember what they look like? Yes. And I will tell you everything on one condition.
Trim me.
You recruit me too.
What?
It's terrific.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. He's just like, sure.
She's got a new guy.
That fucking cop.
Is it?
That's the one cop that was walking next to the new captain.
They're not together. She's allowed.
Who's that?
That's not all of her.
Don,
Whoa. Whoa! Who is
That's
this?
who Ninja Star.
I'm not the Green Arrow.
Shit.
Okay. Arrow's version of Zoom.
Yeah, right?
I'm not Green Arrow. Okay. Good, strong first episode. Right? I'm totally in. There was nothing. There was none of that shit that I was complaining about last season. Pretty much.
I don't know what's up.
Except for Thea a little tiny bit, but that's fine.
She wants to be out.
I know, but her brother was in trouble.
I do think it was, yeah, I would say it was kind of weird that Thea, with her skills, was still hesitant on, like, saving her brother's life.
Yeah. But Lance talked to her, she ultimately did go. Even though Oliver probably would have been fine by the time she got there. But still, it's good. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm actually kind of looking forward to what's happening with the flashbacks now. Like, with the whole Russia thing. Last ones, I mean, the beginning of the season wasn't bad. Towards the end, I was like, what are we even doing, you know?
Yeah.
But this one looks like it might be kind of cool.
So all your problems are okay right now?
They're
Because your main thing
not
before were
fixed.
Felicity plus relationship and flashbacks were like your main things from last season.
That was probably
I
my
would say.
main thing. I mean, Felicity, there is relationship things here because she has a new boyfriend or whatever. But I'm personally not invested in it, because I think that they work really well as a team, not necessarily as a relationship. I think the better they are at a team, the more likely they're not going to be a relationship. Does that make sense?
No.
I think it does.
No.
Perfect sense.
No. She shouldn't be with him. She should be alone.
He seems like a cool dude.
No, he doesn't. He's probably corrupt.
He'll probably try to be that guy.
Yeah.
That Zoom.
That really big buff guy.
No.
The really big buff fake Arrow guy.
Is he big and buff?
He looked pretty big, right?
I don't know. Did you notice in the very beginning, Oliver had 2 moves that seemed kind of super strengthy?
When he threw him into that wall or whatever.
I mean, I think it was cool. I liked it. It just seemed like...
extra power on him.
Like, he kind of did this, and the guy like, oh!
The only one I saw was when he was like this, and he went back into that beam.
Man, I guess it's kind of...
It could have been a fulcrum kind of thing.
It's kind of comparable to what we saw Batman do in BVS, I guess. Man, in that warehouse scene, he had a couple hits that were, like, super powerish a little bit.
Oh.
So maybe he can kind of be like that. I don't know. I just something I noticed. So, Kovar is a person in the flashback he's tasked to kill. Was it a guy or a girl? Did they say guy?
Kovar?
Kovar?
Pretty sure it's a guy.
Okay.
His name's, what was it?
It was something... Constantine.
Constantine Kovar.
Yeah. Okay. And he wants to kill him because she made him promise to kill him.
Yes. It's a promise.
As right now, there's nothing really deep on that side. I just enjoy that I am not ignored. And it's spent a lot of time over there, too. Last season, the flashbacks were like, talking in the woods for 3 seconds, and then like, oh no, I'm gonna die. Whoa.
It was a little more than 3 seconds.
Yeah, well, they had a little more time this
time. I get
time.
what you mean. They yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what they did before, is they gave more time to the flashbacks to
Yeah.
kind of flesh them out more, and I think they did that with this too.
What'd you think of the little anarchy fight in the beginning?
It was good.
I like that. I like that he had it's a running villain. We recognize him. He did get away last season, and now he's not. He's not away. I liked that. I love the fight. James Bamford always has amazing fight choreography. Not only because he tends to hide stunt doubles a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
There was only one time in the fight with not Tyrese, with Tobias Church.
Yeah.
I could tell that was a stunt double a little bit, just because that guy was a little smaller than
Tobias
Church. But overall, I think he both shows you a lot, hides the stunt double, has long shots, and choreographs his camera in relation to the action.
Yeah.
That way, the camera is always perfectly placed when he needs to hide a punch, that doesn't connect, stuff like that. It's great. It's wonderful. Trick arrows,
We had
Aaron.
like 5 of those this episode.
Yeah, we did.
We had the one that hacked the bombs.
Yep.
We had the grappling hook one where they actually showed the grappling hook. Usually he just shoots it off and he hasn't rope.
Yeah.
This time they showed it like.
Yeah, I like that.
They had a parachute.
Parachute arrow. That's
Like
a good
what?
idea.
How?
That's a good
How does
idea.
that work? But I'm fine with it. I'm okay
I'm fine with it.
I was like, wow, that was so cool.
And he got the helicopter. They had a helicopter fight. He was fighting in midair.
Yeah, that moment was really cool. I liked it.
Granted, it was like
You could see some CGI to it.
there's like 2 CG shots, and then they're just like fighting really close inside the back of the helicopter. But it works.
Yeah, it was a fun moment though.
Yeah.
I liked it. It worked out. But yeah, arrows. He shot arrows. He killed people.
Yes.
He diggled it. He shot people with guns. How come no one ever said anything to Diggle by just murdering people with guns?
I think it's implied that Diggle was never shooting them fatally.
Is that what it
Because
was?
he shoot him in the shoulders, and I mean they could have bleed out. I guess.
I'm pretty
but-
sure the league was killed. I'm pretty sure just pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So the killing thing, I'm both excited by the development and slightly feeling like maybe Thea's right.
That he shouldn't be killing?
That it is a step back. Because we had all those great moments with Barry and Oliver, these two, talking about how, like, you taught me how to be a superhero, but Barry, you taught me how to be a better person and not killing people. Even though Barry has killed people, too. Like, all the Earth 2 villains that came in. But he never means to do it, I don't feel like,
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a slight regression there, but I would rather have that than the constant my dark passenger shit, that we were always getting.
Yeah. I feel like
At least the
it's gonna be-
conflict feels real and not like a metaphysical bullshit.
I feel like it may be a half-season kind of issue he has
Yeah.
to deal with getting his team together. Is he going to want all his team to kill people? Because I feel like before he likes having that decision,
Yeah.
and it's the weight on him, not others deciding, well, we got to kill people.
This
to
is
do it,
our
you know?
conversation about Daredevil versus Punisher all over again, really. I think you fell in the Punisher last time, right?
Mhm.
Where do you feel with Oliver?
If Anarchy would have been killed a long time ago, it probably would have
Yeah.
helped out. If he'd Damien Dark, He instead
Damien
of
Darhk.
capturing him and putting him in the jail, he could have killed him instead of him going to jail.
And
And that
he
would
would
have
be
solved the
alive.
issue. Back whenever what was her name? The animal lady, I forget what her name was. You know what I'm talking about? From like
Vixen.
Vixen, yeah. Whenever that whole Vixen episode happened, they could have just killed him right then. Laurel been fine.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been all the issues. There wouldn't have been the whole finale.
I agree.
So, no, I mean, maybe it's a case by case basis, but sometimes it's probably the better idea with what he does.
I mean, they did a lot of comparison from like amateur vigilante to like professional police officers. Like professional police officers, I mean, it happens, but they're supposed to not use excessive force. I always figured that superheroes are kind of the same deal. Like, if you can avoid it, do not kill these people and give them the chance to, one, be tried, or two, without a lot of examples of villains that became heroes eventually, So, I don't know. I'm split down the middle, though. I'm not particularly excited about him killing because of the whole Barry thing and all that, but I am excited that we're getting back more to a season 1, season 2 Oliver that gets shit done. I want him to say you failed the city at some point. It's been a while. A while.
It definitely feels like season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
The way that this premiere happened.
I enjoyed it.
He's solo right now,
Yeah.
and he's killing people.
Yes.
That's pretty much season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Was he was very by himself.
Speaking by himself, Lance, who was very by himself this episode, until he actually stepped back up. I mean, he's not officially back to the police force or anything. Even though it acted, he kind of seemed like he was going to.
Mm-hmm.
Or does that mean that he's just going to be helping?
Or he's going to be helping, yeah. Like, because, I mean, he worked with the police for a long time, so he knows.
And there's a
the
new chief and
procedures,
everything
how they do it.
already.
Yeah. Which I also liked how they did. I like the introduction they had for them, because they had Thea introduce the captain.
Yeah.
And then you kind of learned who he was, and then the captain was introducing, like, the new CSI guy, who then you were like, well, fuck, that's with Felicity.
I thought they were going to have Lance be the new, like, the head of the ACI.
I thought he was going to, yeah, whenever he walked up there, I thought he was going to talk about them and then maybe announce Lance as being
Maybe that'll
something.
happen in the future still.
But
anti-crime initiative.
I mean, it could happen, yeah.
Yeah.
He also called it the anti-crime unit.
Wasn't there, like, an anti-vigilante police force last season that was, like, bad?
Yeah, well, they were created originally, and then they kind of got scrapped, I think.
Yeah.
And then all the weapons, the one group...
Maybe
took,
that's why Oliver was a little hesitant to start it again.
Probably. I
Okay.
mean, he's talking about how much corruption's in the police force, and we've
Yeah.
seen it in the past as well.
Yeah.
But the fact that Lance was like, here, trust these 4.
Trust this guy,
then
and
he
this guy
used those
vets
4,
these
but
people.
now one of those 4 is dead.
Yeah.
With a kid. Getting diapers.
And possibly being blamed on Green Arrow. Okay. We don't know who that guy is.
But he doesn't use ninja stars or throwing knives.
Dude, that shot in the rain when he shoots his arrow or his bow and all the rain comes off of it and it's in slow mo. That was a pretty beautiful executed shot. Okay, Wild Dog. We don't really know anything about him. We didn't even see his face or anything like that. He's just a copycat vigilante or an inspired vigilante.
Inspired by
But
Casey Jones.
I mean, yeah, who is played by someone we know in the movie.
That could be why they did it, you know?
Maybe. I don't know if he's a DC character or not.
I hope. If he's not, and they just brought him in for this, I hope he always wears a hockey mask, and he fights with, like, baseball bats and hockey
That would be great.
gear and the golf clubs.
Yeah.
That's what he brings in as his gear initially.
Sure.
And then Stephen Amell makes, like, a comment, like, what's this crap?
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Like, we're getting rid of this. Use this.
That would be pretty good.
I would love that. With Laurel's little, what she said thing. Because I think the end of last season they showed something.
It was actually in the trailer we watched, remember?
Oh, that's where it was? Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what was said, though. I think that was something else.
I think that they probably shot a little bit and then cut stuff as it went and then formed the story since that Comic-Con trailer.
So I was thinking that we heard it somewhere like, this is where we hear it, and it seemed weird, but okay.
There's a
That
trailer.
wasn't what we heard, though, initially. I don't remember her
Yeah.
saying that. But does it seem weird that she's like, don't let me be the last canary?
I don't know if she literally means don't let, like, have someone else become Black Canary, or if she means, like, the Canary was someone that helped you. Don't be alone in this. Don't let yourself not do this without people to support you.
Maybe.
Because, one, there is already another Canary. There's White Canary.
Yeah.
And two,
She was the first canary.
Huh?
She was the first canary.
She was. And then Black Canary, and then... but there's still a Canary out there, right? I just don't love the idea of someone else taking that spot.
But it happens in comics all the time. There's been so many Spider-Mans, there's been
I
so many
know.
Robins, there's been different...
But wouldn't it feel... I mean, to me, it would feel like kind of rubbing in like the salt in the wound, because in the comics, Oliver Queen and Laurel
Black Panther.
Lance are so fucking... I mean, they're so connected.
Mhm.
And that was supposed to be the plan, I thought, for Arrow, and then they killed her, you know? So to bring another Black Canary in, I would feel like, don't do that. Bring another character in. Don't... We don't need it. We already have Black Siren out there, too. I mean, she is in Barry's prison.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want another Black Canary.
I didn't feel any effects of anything from Flashpoint. Did you? I'm just saying, it was a loophole. People were like, well, they could fix tons of stuff with Flashpoint, even in Arrow, right?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like anything was changed from what it should have been. I think it felt...
I don't think that we felt any effects from Flashpoint, but I do feel like we felt the effects of the criticisms from the last season and a half. Honestly. Back to basics, right? Back to season 1 stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some Oliver and Felicity stuff in there, but I didn't feel like there was any Olicity stuff in there. Yeah, she has a new boyfriend, but I mean...
You better die.
Move on, move forward. That's what they keep talking about, right?
Don't die.
Either that or it'll be evil.
Dead.
All the boyfriends are always evil.
If he's
Except
in
for the one
police
from
force-
last season. We were like, he's evil, right? He's evil. And he died.
He wasn't.
He wasn't evil.
The Anarchy just killed him.
Yeah.
I was positive he was a bad guy.
Me too. We can't like, look at this fucker. They're trying to trick us.
Yeah, we know it. We know it. So what do you think of the Mayor Handsome name that the newspaper gave him?
It's funny. I like it.
They actually called it out there, but I saw it in the newspaper. And I was like, Mayor Handsome.
Mayor Handsome, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just making fun of him.
I like it. Oliver might even be good to encourage the more like pretty boy or not very
that he's not a vigilante, right?
Yeah. Even though when he was throwing punches as soon as those guys showed up, he couldn't fight to his full potential though.
Yeah. I mean, anyone could just throw some punches and get
Yeah.
lucky. But
True.
he should have thrown one, just fell.
Yeah.
He fell down.
Man, those guys when they came in, they were just jacking people.
He just.
I mean, those good cops, like the awesome cops, have never been killed. Okay.
Oliver has had a hell of a 5 years on that island, right? Like, from the time his boat sank to the time he gets back, that's a hell of a 5 year, vacation.
He spent half of his time off the island, kind of feels like.
Yeah, well, he had 3 years on, 2 years off.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
just-
at the end of this season, he has to be bearded full Oliver, right? He's only got a couple months left.
Couple months.
At least he has his...
He has 1 year. How big of a beard can you get in 1 year? And hair?
It depends. I mean, we're talking about you, we're talking about me.
Huh?
I can grow a pretty long beard in a year.
Me too! Look at this. It's grown. See?
Mm-hmm. Did it seem like Tobias Church, that actor, was just having the time of his life?
So that was Tyrese from
That was
Walking
Tyrese
Dead?
from Walking Dead. He just seemed like he was having a lot of fun being a bad
I mean, I would have fun if I was just in the show
Of course,
in general,
yeah.
you know? So yeah. It'd be a fun role.
Yeah.
I
I
wonder-
mean, I am a little miffed that Oliver went up to a guy whose primary weapon is his fists and didn't use any of his range attacks.
I mean, maybe what Thea, Speedy, was saying. I mean, did he kill anybody in that last segment?
Oliver?
The last little... from the time that he broke in to save the hostages that time? I don't think he killed anybody, did he?
I don't know. He seems conflicted.
I mean, the cops came in and was shooting at people.
He might have tried. I mean, he tried to get Tobias.
I mean, he
in
could
a
have
helicopter.
shot and killed Tobias, but he didn't. He tried to fight him, and maybe he was trying to capture him.
Yeah, I
so
don't
maybe
know.
it's that conflict of what Theo was saying, and
True.
in his mind, and he's thinking about Laurel and all this stuff. Maybe he's like, "Well, I'll try not to kill." So maybe we might have some conflict of him killing and not killing.
Okay.
That could have been part of it.
We'll see.
And then I also really liked Lance's everything. That actor for Officer Lance or Clinton.
He's always good.
Quentin Lance.
Yep.
Yeah, I love all
And
of it.
I'm sorry, but he left Donna in Vegas, and I'm fine with that.
She'll be back.
I'm sure she
Yeah.
will, but she doesn't need to be in every fucking episode.
No, that's fine.
Crying and shit.
But
This
he
was
does.
good. Let's stay with this. You right?
We need every once in a while.
Did anybody watch this and I liked it, but there was no Donna?
No, but she needs to show up sometimes.
I know, but not as a series regular.
I love whenever she would show up, and even Felicity was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
But no, she
But
didn't need to be
not
in every
too
episode.
much.
Yeah, I
you know?
get you.
There's just sometimes
What-
days go too much.
Whatever happened to the dad? He didn't die, did he? Did he
No,
just
he
disappear?
just fucked off.
She told him to leave,
She
right?
told him to
He
fuck
left.
off. He fucked off.
Man, we were also pretty
Noah.
sure he was gonna come back
Yeah.
and save him whenever Damien showed
Well,
up.
he helped with the not with the death of 10,000 people.
They saved lives.
Mm-hmm.
There are gonna be worse deaths.
By the way, no mention of that at all.
Told you we wouldn't have any mention.
All right.
That doesn't need to be said.
But isn't there like a Isn't there a town in Middle America that's gonna be like irradiated for the next 1,000 years?
Eric, vacuum cleaners.
That's not how it works.
It is. I've seen it.
I don't have anything else. You want to do Q&A?
Radiation sponges. What?
Let's go Q&A.
I also wrote down Felicity's better than Chloe.
I mean, you know what? You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to think that. You're wrong, but you're allowed.
Well, you stop looking at my girl.
I'll look at her all I want. Or all she wants to show me. She's showing me a lot.
You look at Diggle.
But my girl was showing me panty lines, man. Remember that first episode?
Yeah.
They don't do that here. This starts at fucking 8. Mine starts at 10. Okay, first question is Ryan Whittleson. He says, I need to ask, how does one come up with a parachute arrow? I mean, I can come up with the idea, but how do you make one that isn't like a huge bulge in the front?
That was a full-on parachute. Just like
Maybe it's just very thin.
And they gotta fit that into a backpack, typically.
Yeah.
Somehow he had it on an arrow.
You know what? I don't care. Like, something like that does kind of defy logic, which is usually my stickler, like in things like Walking Dead and stuff like that, I was so happy with.
Comics are allowed to do that, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's
it's
okay.
The tone. It's the tone.
What if we don't see any more trick arrows the rest of the season?
Yeah. Cole says, I don't think Oliver heard the Punisher speech. # one bad day. Yes, I don't know. I don't think we've had any kind of resolution in the whole killing thing. I think it'll stick around. I mean, it's honestly, to me, it's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
Like, Anarchy has fucked you over so many fucking times now. You might want to take him out or cut his dick off or his hands or something.
If Batman would have killed the Joker, how many more lives would he have saved than just keep on capturing every time?
That's true. But, I mean, if we're looking like comic Batman, sometimes he will just snap all of their limbs, and they're never going to walk and hold things again. But they're alive. You know? In the comics, you can always get, like, there are 8 ways to take this perp down.
Yeah.
I'll go the one that hurts the most. They do that kind of shit. So, I don't know. But, I mean, he straight up kills people in the movie, so.
Gabe Mackey says, sleeves or no sleeves? I had a whole new Arrow outfit this time. I think I like the no sleeves better.
I like no sleeves better, but this does, logically, it would make more sense to have that so we can do, better, elbow blocks and shit like that.
Or it's easier for CGI effects.
True.
Right?
Or, let's be honest, they filmed this in Canada. Maybe it might be a little cold.
What was it I was watching? I watched something, and they were talking about, I think it was like Conan O'Brien or something like that was talking with the Flash, Grant Gustin, Stephen Amell, and all that, and they're talking about there's only 2 seasons. There's either like boob sweat season where you're just so wet and soggy, or there's cold sweat season where you're still sweating, but it's so cold outside you're freezing too. Yeah, and he's like, there's nothing in between.
I bet you Stephen Amell's kind of not pissed, but he's like, he looked pretty jacked in that scene he was fighting the Bravta fighter. Like, he probably put a lot of work into sculpting his guns, and they're like, let's put some sleeves on it.
Think, well, shit.
All right, Less Than Grizzly says, who will take the mantle of Canary? New character, one we already know. Some say Evelyn Sharp, but I don't think so. That is if they're going to do it. I don't know. My theory is that, no, they are not going to make a new Black Canary. Though, you can't interpret the scene that way. I could see that I might be wishful thinking with my interpretation.
I mean, she tried to impersonate the Black Canary before.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd probably try to pull her in.
I hope not. I don't like that.
I mean, she was a symbol, though. Like, remember, like, even Laurel talked about how she was, like, a symbol for, like, the city and for, like, other, like, girls and whatnot. And having her back as someone else taking, like, that mantle.
Isn't Evelyn Sharp, like, 16 or something like that?
I don't know how old she is.
I had a lot of problems with her in that episode that we saw her in. Like, for some reason, she knows how to work the canary call. We never knew why. They were like, well, my parents were scientists. I was like, okay, well, my dad's a mechanic. I don't know how to fucking change my wheel. She wasn't a good fighter. She just screamed a lot. I don't know. I don't love that.
Speedy didn't know how to fight, though, before. All that
Yeah,
stuff,
but
all
she
that
was
kind of
trained by
stuff,
Malcolm Merle.
all that stuff could be trained and fixed and
Sure.
taken care of, in the future.
I guess. I don't know. I don't want a new Black Canary unless it's Laurel Lance.
There shouldn't be a Spider-Man unless it's Peter Parker.
I see the flaw in my argument. You know what? We're talking about my preference, Aaron. No, I don't.
I'm just saying it's happened in comics a lot before.
I get it.
Usually the superhero is like a mantle.
But you know what they don't do? They don't replace fucking Spider-Man until he actually became the Spider-Man we know and love. She was like Black Canary that we knew and love, kinda, for like half a season, and then died. And then she never did any of the stuff that we love about Black Canary from the comics. It never actually happened. And then she died. And she didn't even die heroically. She died because she's Lance's little girl. You know?
Okay.
She didn't sacrifice herself.
No.
She didn't go out in a blaze of glory. She just got killed.
Yeah.
I just don't like that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I want her to be back. I kind of do. We'll see. We saw Black Siren and stuff out there. I don't want a new Black Canary to take over the mantle and then do all the shit that Laurel Lance should have done.
Oh, Yellow Canary.
Sure.
Someone Twitter didn't have enough
they
words. They took a picture of what they actually wanted to say. Okay, so let me read this. Dinah. Hi, Eric and Aaron. If I remember correctly, when Laurel was at the hospital, the doctor told her she was fine. So my question is, how lazy does a bunch of writers have to be to have a woman who just been told she is not going to die make Oliver promise her something as if she was going to die? I mean, really, the doctor just told you that you're going to survive. Would you tell Shane or Calvin that you wouldn't like to be the last blind wave reactor?
One, doctors can't always tell exactly when things are going to happen. Two, Laurel was at the edge of death. If I was going to ever say stuff like that, it would be right after I thought I was about to die.
Well, I also had a sense that, wasn't she kind of talking like she wasn't going to be, like she might not want to go out there anymore?
Well,
After
she was having that conversation with Lance about Black Canary and then being the DA.
Yeah, so that was already supposed to be her last mission to begin with.
Yeah.
So if she was going to survive it, it was still her last mission. She was done. She was going to be DA.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that was more even if she didn't think she was going to die. Hey, that I'm done with Black Canary. I'm putting it away. Don't let me be the last Canary.
Agreed.
Let a part of me still be out there with you with a new team of people.
Exactly.
So I don't think it was that she was going to die with that. I think it was more of, I'm done being Black Canary.
Yeah.
Have someone else take my position.
Wrath Sharma says, so far this season has improved a lot. What do you guys think of the somewhat longer flashback scenes? I approve. If we're going to have a whole separate story for flashbacks, let's actually have a compelling story and not one that feels like a commercial break.
Mm-hmm. Dababa says, are you guys excited for a new team, and who would you want to be on the new team? Well, hell, we got one person we wanted already. Freaking Curtis.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted him to start joining last season.
I agree.
That's going to be exciting for me.
Can
you imagine him fighting? Although I wonder what's going to happen with his husband.
He didn't want to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's like, you're out. Like,
Curtis is like, they bruised my beautiful face. They must pay.
Yeah, right? He's going to be out there for blood.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else you can think of that you would like to see on their team? Or any other DC characters or anything? That's
B-Lady with her B-Man.
No. You know what I'd love?
Yeah.
Is for Roy to come back.
Dude,
wouldn't that be sweet? That would be very season 2-like, wouldn't it?
I always said that it'd be cool to have Roy or the future Green Arrow that we saw jump on the Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, Hawk?
Yeah, Connor Hawk.
That could be neat.
Though I think his reality doesn't exist anymore. And Diggle hasn't had a son.
He's gotta still be well, yeah.
So that's why I thought he'd be cool to the Legends take him with him and then he's out of time and he can be a legend, but oh well. Who else would I want? I mean, it would be cool to have Malcolm. I'd have a soft spot. I kind of love Malcolm, even though I don't think he's a good person. I just love the actor, and I love the way he delivers his lines and stuff.
Yeah, I love the actor.
I'm not saying I want him to become good. I like him as an anti-hero. I don't know.
Who the heck?
There's no one fucking left, really.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any DC comic, people I can think of that
could
also join
fucking
in or something.
Nightwing would be a good fit.
He's been doing Batman stuff already. Let's just put his sidekicks in with him.
He would be
Let's bring in Batgirl, Robin, Oracle.
Any of the Teen Titans would be cool.
That could be neat. I can't think of anyone in the show that
honestly, all of those people that I would think about to put them on are already on Legends of Tomorrow. They're already a team that I would like to do. So I'm not sure.
Martian Manhunter.
Sure.
That'd be sweet.
A little overboard. Fucking Tyrese comes out like, let's go! And he just in his brain.
He forgets everything.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Do you think that we know who this new villain guy is, or we have no idea who he's gonna be?
I have no idea who he is.
Like, do you have any speculation of who he could be? I remember, what was it? Was it episode 1 or 2? Whenever I said, "How do we know this guy's not Zoom?"
Yeah.
And he ended up being Zoom.
Yeah.
So, like, what if, like, the captain?
So any of the new police officers or Felicity's boyfriend?
I don't think he could be. I think he's too skinny. The captain, though, I think had about the right physique.
The new captain?
Yeah, the
maybe.
new captain. Because, I mean, Lance didn't say, "Hey, I trust this captain. Put him on your team." He's like, "I train this guy. He vouches for these guys. Put him on."
Maybe this is the result of Flashpoint, and it's Tommy.
Ooh, that could be cool. That would be neat. I'd be okay with that.
I'd enjoy that.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Or it's Slade.
Young Slade? Like,
no, it's just Slade.
Slade?
Yeah, and he's hiding his identity.
Maybe.
Those are my two.
I like the Tommy idea. Wouldn't it be interesting if, like Malcolm Merlin, I don't know, raised him instead of Thea and taught him?
It would be kind of cool, yeah.
Somehow they didn't act like anything was weird
Yeah.
in their story when they were talking about stuff. But if somehow Tommy was back and doing that, that'd be sweet.
That's mine, yeah.
Colt says, "What surprised you most about this premiere? The killing or the flashbacks that made sense for once?"
The killing for me
Dude, I like.
was the most surprising.
Yeah, I'd say probably. Because I knew flashbacks were coming. I knew they were going to go to Russia.
It's not just killing, it's the fucking... He's just fucking brutal, like...
The cold-heartedness?
The cold heart, like taking that guy's leg out. Like the vigilante that's helping you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so poll this week, we'll continue with the conversation that we were having earlier about Oliver's either regression or... What?
His killing!
His killing. Is it good that Oliver has gone back to killing, or is at least using it as a way to take out the more brutal and repeat offenders, or should he completely stay away from it? Kind of like what Theo was talking about.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle, but if I have to lean to it, if it's gonna give me better Arrow episodes, killing.
Just for the episodes?
Yeah.
I think he should keep killing in there.
Keep killing?
Like I said before, I don't think it should be all the time. It should be
Shouldn't be murder.
Case.
Yeah.
But, you know, when the purse snatcher, just fucking catch him. You don't have to
Yeah.
shoot him in the head with an arrow.
I mean, it might, like, it makes him more of like a bad vigilante. I don't think Lance would like it. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, if he did it, Laura would have been alive, so maybe Lance would.
I don't know. You know what's funny is, like, Felicity she didn't seem to have an issue. Right? She wasn't the one arguing or whatever. Like, she's like, you just killed all those people.
That might be a writer thing where they're like, let's not have Felicity jump down Oliver's throat. We're still getting over that backlash.
Because people still like her right now.
Yes.
Well, it was like, I was really for Oliver getting with Felicity during seasons 1 and 2 because I really didn't like Laurel that much.
I
started to like Laurel more, and then they killed her.
I mean, hey, this is a new...
Not more than Felicity.
This is a new scene they shot with Katie Cassidy. Because in the beginning, I saw it said special guest Katie Cassidy.
That's when you give me a weird look.
Yes.
And I try to ignore you.
Well, it happens. So, is that the end of her special guest? Maybe she comes back?
She's done.
We'll see. I don't know.
She's going to be in Flash.
She can be definitely in Flash. Or Legends or something. I don't know.
They could go back in time to any time when she's alive.
Gotta go back in time! So that's going to be the poll. You guys can go to patreon.com/blindwave. We're going to be doing polls all season. We want to hear what you guys have to say. So if you want your voice to be heard, you got to go over there and do that. You can find out how you can enter into those polls. That's it. Down in the description is all links to our social media, including our Discord server, which is a lot of fun. If you like to talk about spoilers, that is the place to go.
Yes, there has actually just been... The mods have just created channels for Flash, for Arrow, for Legends... So if you want to talk any of the stuff that we're doing on the channel, you can talk right there. There's Ruby one, too.
Yeah. If you want to talk about anything that we do, but talk about spoilers, that's the place to go to talk with our Wave Riders. The comments and with us and our Q&As and stuff, that is not the place to discuss episode titles, what producers, directors have said, promos from next week.
You can talk about your favorite things of the episode.
Yeah.
You can talk about, like, things that happened then and in the past, or like, hey, remember in season 2?
Yeah.
Well, this guy was from season 2 from this episode.
You can talk about stuff
that
we've
stuff's
missed.
fine, but don't talk about what's coming in the future there.
I'm always a little iffy talking about a character that is being introduced but is comic information. Because, just,
Well, sometimes, I don't know, I've been half and half in both of that, because sometimes it's neat knowing the knowledge and being like, oh, that guy's this, because sometimes they never do anything with it.
Yeah.
But then there's other times when, like, if you have no idea that this guy plays this, and then he turns into that, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
That's always crazy.
I always err on the side of, there's other places to talk about that stuff. Let us who want to be surprised stay surprised.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I've ever read a spoiler, I've never been super excited that this fucking guy online told me something that I will watch later in the story. I guess I've never been like, oh, yay, thank you. I've always been like, fuck.
Yeah, I gotta find that out later.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Social media, blah, blah, blah. Blindwave.net also has
Stuff
and things, and we'll see you guys next time for Arrow. I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
Button.
Okay.
Ah! Too fast.